subscribe. Darling Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Thing with hood. Hood is a sublet from AAVE. AAVE, like I said before, stands for African American Vernacular English. And hood is just a dialect that derives directly from AAVE. And so today, I'm going to show you how to speak hood. Let's jump right in. Number 1, hood idioms. The first phrase is run me my fade. Run me my fade. Now this is how you would say it in hood. Run me my fade. Run me my fade. Run me my fade. Now before I show you exactly how to say it, let me explain the meaning of this specific phrase. The meaning is when someone actually wants to settle conflict or fight. This could be physical fighting. It could also be used in terms of playing a game. Like let's say if I'm playing a game with my friend and I'm trying to beat him, I would say, yo, hey bro, run me my fade, man, run me my fade. Meaning that let's settle this conflict right now in the game. I hope that makes sense.
Did y'all see the tweet I put up earlier about this dude? I said he was Nigerian, but he's not. I think he's Ghanaian. I think this guy is Ghanaian. His name is Collins Agayapan or something like that. And he does these online courses that teaches people how to use Foundational Black American AAVE. So he actually does, he charges for online courses on how to use slang like us so they can blend in. And he's sitting up here with a do-rag. I told y'all about them damn do-rags. When you see people running around here wearing do-rags as a fashion statement, usually that's a tether. Because for a few reasons. Number one, a lot of the cosplaying tethers, they get a lot of our swag and slang. They catch up on it years later when it's damn near out of style. You understand? So a lot of our fashions and slangs, they're about a decade or so late. So we haven't rocked. We don't do the do rags in public no more. We did that in the late '90s, early 2000s. That shit basically stopped with the Saint Lunatics. You know, we just don't do that. But yeah, when you see them rocking around with them do rags as a fashion statement, number one, it's because they're out of style, and number two, they're trying to cover them foreheads. They're trying to hide their foreheads so that you don't see them janky hairlines, because them hairlines tell the whole story. And this dude is like, he's giving courses. He has like flashcards, and the slang is kind of outdated. And we got to understand, why are people like this trying to teach courses on how Africans and Caribbeans can cosplay as foundational Black Americans? And these are the main people running around here talking about we ain't got no culture, by the way. These are the main people who run around trying to tell us we ain't got no culture, yet they try to emulate our culture. See, they try to cosplay as us because foundational Black American culture is globally recognized and it's marketable. You understand? They recognize that foundational Black American culture dominates the global Black identity, music, fashion, language, social movements, everything. And they understand if you act like a foundational Black American, that brings you social status, clout, and financial gain. Yeah? It's profitable to mimic us. Also, foundational Black Americans, our identity is associated with coolness and authenticity. You know, our lineage and our ideology is about standing on business. We are foundational Black Americans. We are the originators of global Black cool. From jazz to blues to rock to hip hop to film to dance, everything about us is cool, smooth, and confident. It's all about confidence. And people try to emulate that. And a lot of these people, let's be real, they feel ignored in some of their homelands. They don't feel like they have any visibility. So what they do, they try to act like us to get shine. Yeah. And the world, even white people, they seek out foundational Black American style Blackness in music, slang, because it's authentic. So other foreigners, they see a lane to capitalize off of it. Like Burna Boy. Y'all want to talk, the West Africans love talking about Burna Boy. Burna Boy basically Cosplays as Us does samples from FBA artists and sings and raps over him. You understand? While dressing like us. He's not running around here in dashikis. Yeah. He's not running around in a kente cloth. No disrespect to Burna Boy. I'm not beating up on Burna Boy. I like some of Burna Boy's songs, but I'm just putting it all in the big context. And another reason why they do this cosplaying thing, there's a lot of resentment mixed with imitation. See, a lot of these foreigners, see, they've been conditioned to look down on foundational Black Americans, running around here talking about we lazy, violent, lack history, all that stuff. But they realize that foundational Black Americans, we set the global standard for Blackness. So that creates a duality. That creates a little contradiction with them, a real bizarre contradiction where they have to kind of denigrate us, but then they got to emulate us. You dig? And then it becomes, it draws more hate because the fact that they have to emulate us creates a sense of jealousy and vitriol. So they hate that they have to cosplay as us, but you still need to do it in order to get some shine, in order to get your foot in the door in certain places, you know? And El Presidente, I don't want to hear from you, ma'am. That's another tether woman. Yeah. Also, what they want to do when they cosplay as us, they want to escape their own ethnic stereotypes. You know, yeah, Cosmic L, I might get you on here because I know this is probably pushing buttons with you. I'm gonna probably get you on here. Let me hear some of your goosey soup babbling. But like I said, a lot of you guys want to escape your own ethnic stereotypes. You see, you want to escape the image that the world has of you. And unfortunately, the image that the world have of you is you running around starving with flies. So you want to strip that image away and then emulate us so that that negative Sally Struthers image won't be in the lexicon of the people. You know? Hold on, let me get Cosmic Ellen because I know this is touching a nerve on her ass. Let me get her in here. Let me get her in here. All right. Cosmic L, hop on. Am I touching a nerve, ma'am?
Hi, brother. How are you
I'm
doing?
good. Am I touching a nerve, beloved? You hopped in real quick.
No, absolutely not. I just wanted to like I'm here for a conversation, please.
What's the conversation?
All right, so like a previous speaker asked you a very relevant question about what plan you have to push, a reparations bill forward. So I was listening, trying to see how you develop on that, and I find it interesting how you suddenly have so much time to talk about tethers, and it's like a broken record at this point. Yeah,
Baby,
like focus.
sweetie, first of all, get that goosey soup out that bottle because I hear the poor baby choking in the back. Every time you call up, that poor baby is choking on something. He's choking on a leopard bone. Please watch that baby. I'm very concerned about the baby. Okay, that's number one. Number two, our reparations is something that we discuss among each other. We out here doing it. I don't have to sit here and discuss it with you. You're not even qualified to get it, ma'am. All right. And we're talking about a multitude of different things. Just because you feel a certain way about your lineage, that's on you. We're talking about our lineage.
If all the insults make you feel better, always lash it on me is fine.
Nobody,
Let's have a conversation.
nobody.
How do you draft a plan for getting
Why
reparations for Black
would
Americans?
we?
It's more important than
Why
insulting me.
would we discuss that with you and you're not even qualified to get it? Why would we discuss that?
Because I don't want you to talk about tethers. I'm a tether.
R-
I am a tether.
So I got you out of here. So listen in. I got you out of here. So listen in. As a tether, sit down and listen. All right, and soak up some game. All right, just like you soak up that Jollof. Poor baby. Pay attention to that baby. Every time she call up, the baby's coughing and hacking. Poor baby. You want to talk shit, and that poor baby up here choking on giraffe fur. And get that baby together. Poor child. All right. Let me see who else we got in here. We got a lot of folks in here. We got a lot of folks in here. Is this the Iron Mike? Oh, this the Chatty Patty passport bro. Okay. What do you want? Chatty Patty passport bro. All right, let me see who we got in here. Um, oh, well, you know what? Get on. Let me see what's on your mind. I got the mic open. We got Showtime, Detroit Showtime, the Chatty Patty passport bro. What's going on, Show?
Yeah, peace and blessings, brother. I didn't come up with no hostility. I just wanted to say you're right. I gave two examples. One in the chat below. There's this Chinese English language uh, teacher who's like the most popular in China right now, and he openly admits in the video below, he's like, "I exclusively steal my content from Black people." He says it blatantly.
Mm,
And the second one was when I had a meeting a few years ago, it's already been a decade or so, with a company called YG Entertainment. It's one of the biggest Korean pop entertainment companies. And I sat down with people that left that company and they opened up their computer and they showed me their whole system for training their artists, music and dance. And they were so proud, but I was really kind of disturbed that all of the content was Black music. They exclusively copy Black music and nothing else.
right, absolutely. So we are aware of that. Let me get some more people in here. Let's get One Done Son in the building. One Done Son. All right, let's get Red Panda in the building then.
What's going on, Tariq? I don't know if you can hear me or not.
What's up, Red? I hear.
Yeah, can you hear me?
What's going on? What's going on? I'll just be brief, real quick, man. Blessings to the family, man. It's kind of crazy, man, when I listen to a lot of foreign-born people and they come here, because I'm a fellow traveler like yourself and a lot of Black Americans, and I always look at it like if they really got on board, man. Like we've always historically supported their movements. Like, so if they supported our movements and and our agenda, like we would have no problem helping them. And a lot, like you said, a lot of them come from degenerate backgrounds. And like I said, it's not all of them. So, we do have riders, but like if you support us, CARICOM, we could work on that, and then things that go on in other countries, we support that as
Mhm.
well. And my one last thing, real quick, man. Like, if you think about reparations, right? And I'm not going to talk in a plebiscite manner, but I do want to say, just point out like the civil
Yeah.
procedures, right? When you make a claim, right, there has to be two parties. There has to be one with the claim of injury, and it has to be the one who injured the person. In this case, the United States government injured us, and we're the injured party. They wouldn't even hear anybody else trying to get in the middle of that. And if you have a claim, make your own claim. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to jump on our claim, and then if you got a claim or something like that, we'll support yours. But this is ours, and I
My
land
man,
my
I
plane with that.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. One Done Son. You ready?
Yes, sir. How you doing, my
I'm
brother?
good, man. What's on your mind, sir?
Man, I'm over here listening. You go in on these folks, man. I've been watching your channel too, bro. And real talk, I'm down here in Georgia. There's a lot of stuff what you're saying fall into place. A lot of people don't see that. But when you speak it to them, they'll fall back or they'll run away from the situation.
Mm,
And sometimes we speak to people that have knowledge and wisdom, you gravitate towards them even more.
yeah.
Or people that don't want to hear it, they run away from it. Especially when you speak on stuff about Kamala and all the stuff you're trying to wake people up on. A lot of people see it, but some people don't see it. So now they're starting to see it. They still don't want to recognize it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of people try to be stubborn with the information and hold on to
Yes, sir.
old views, and that's just not going to work.
I'm,
You dig? But
and I teach the youth.
yes, yes, indeed. But thank you so much for the call, brother. I appreciate you. Let's get Brandon in the building. You in here, Brandon? What's up, brother?
Yes, sir. What's up, brother
I'm
Tariq?
good, man. What's on your mind?
Oh man, I'm out here in Houston, Texas, man, and man, the Spanish and the Latinos out here, man, they awfully nice all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They talking to me, they smiling and everything, man. What's going on?
It's getting there. Now there's some who's trying to be slick. There was a video of a dude, and thank you for the call. There was a video of this Mexican dude. Shout out to my brother Afro Elite. Or he was talking cash shit. He was like, "Yeah, I'm Mexican, and there's a lot of immigration deportation, and a lot of the blacks said they're not going to help us. We don't need you, black people. We don't need you. We're Mexican, and there's other groups with us, so we're going to get it together. And you blacks," he just started going in on us. "Yeah, you blacks don't even stick together. You can't even help yourselves. How you going to say who you're not going to help? Yeah, I'm not racist or nothing, but you blacks, you turn on each other and whoop-de-whoop. And yeah, y'all just get your popcorn together because, yeah, we're going to figure it out." Okay. Okay. Basically, you're going to figure out how to bring your ass back over here. That's what you're going to do. Yeah, what's interesting, and yeah, there are people who are Hispanic and others who are openly asking black people to help them. Yeah, his people, they're people all online crying, asking for black people to come and help them after we done been crapped on by a lot of people within your community. And a lot of black people are like, "Hey man, just handle yours. Handle your business. We y'all told us we talk about racism too much. So we're just letting people handle their business." Yeah. And it's interesting, none of these people, they don't have no smoke for the white power structure. Every time they want to do some criticisms, they still find a way to drag us into the criticism and throw us under the bus, which is further reasons why we're sitting it out and letting them handle their own business. We're not doing anything to anybody. We're just letting them handle their business, and we're not putting the cape on. And so many people want to co-opt us, um, for many reasons. I've been talking about this all week. They want to get us and align us with their causes because we give them immediate street cred. The minute we step in, their cause has credibility. Right now, there's not too much sympathy for these folks because people are like, "Well, damn it, you did leave your country. Why you went into another country illegally?" They're not getting international sympathy like that. You understand? Because other countries don't let that happen. You can't just walk up in other countries like that. They don't let that happen. Just walk up and pull up a plate and you gonna eat. Other countries don't really allow that to happen. So a lot of these illegal immigrants, they're not getting no international sympathy. Also, because we ain't co-signing them. I'm telling you, FBA family, y'all, you better understand the power that you have. You have always been the secret sauce. Without you, things go haywire. Family, because we ain't co-signing this stuff on a massive level, and the boule class who's trying to stomp for it, it ain't going nowhere. Like the Sharptons, that shit ain't going nowhere because the grassroots ain't on it. People watch what the grassroots do. Sharpton and those dudes, people know that they're flunkies for the Democrats. So whatever move they make, people see, okay, that's not real legit. That's astroturf. That's something coming from the top. People see that it's not a legitimate grassroots movement. So them putting their boule bootlicks out, that backfires. That backfires on them. That shit don't go nowhere. You understand? So we're the secret sauce. And if we ain't co-signing your movement ain't got no legs. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. All right, let me get this South African brother in here. All right, this South African gentleman in the building, hop on in, man. South African brother, hop on in. Let's get your mic. Oh, he left. He'll get back on in a minute. I wanted to hear what South Africa had to say. Shout out to South Africa. Oh Lord. Speaking of musty tether, we got Blood Money. Let's get Blood Money. He's a Nigerian living in the UK who's very anti-FBA. So let's hear what Blood Money has to say. Blood Money, what's on your mind? Blood Money, unmute your microphone, sir. Okay, I'm going to need you to wipe that egusi soup off your fingers because your fingers probably slipping on the phone. Wipe your fingers down and unmute your phone, sir. All right. He's having some technical difficulties. I think all of his prepaid minutes ran out. So we'll get him back in a minute. Let me get Brother Soheem Perry in the building. Brother Soheem Perry in the building. All right, Brother Soheem. All right, we're waiting.
Yo,
Oh,
yo, you want me to go or Blood Money?
okay. You can go, Soheem. Go ahead, Brother Soheem.
The most honorable Tariq Nasheed. How you doing,
I'm
sir?
good, man. You.
I'm good. Couple quick points. One of the points I wanted to first off, I just wanted to let the family know how huge. I don't really think people know, and I applaud you, but I haven't been on in a few days, but I saw that Hollywood Unlocked um used FBA.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first. That's the first major media outlet that I seen recognize the term FBA. Like to even recognize the term as far as at least in a positive way, I'll say.
Mhm. There's
And
been others.
so,
There have been others. Yeah. Mhm.
well, okay, well, I'll just say that's the first one I've
Okay.
seen. But the fact that more people are using it and it's being used more often, I think that's very, very huge just for what we're all talking about. So that's the first point I want to make. The second point I want to make is as far as uh you know the whole y'all getting deported or we gonna leave too. I think Trump pretty much shut all that down when he said what he said the other day about the amendment thing, about the 14th Amendment. He basically said that was for them.
Mm-hmm.
So why would we deport them? Why we the conversation shouldn't even be about them. I just sat up here and told y'all that I'm recognizing the 14th Amendment to protect basically FBAs.
Yeah.
So why do y'all keep trying to include them in the we gonna get it too conversation? And so the very last point I want to make, and I'll land my plane, is that I think this is the first time in a long time, if ever, don't you just kind of get the feeling, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the family agrees, don't you just get the feeling that the attention ain't on us for a change?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just feel like the attention just ain't on us for a change. You know what I'm saying? It's like me being down here in Georgia. It's like, yeah, they still got their eyes on us, but it's like, go ahead and go. Where Santiago at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get your ass out of here. I'm looking for somebody else right now. So I just think it is a paradigm shift, and just keep doing what you do, Tariq. I think you a living legend, and I think you the biggest voice in the grassroots, personally, in my opinion. And I'll land my plane
My
right there.
man, I appreciate that, brother. That's Brother Soheem. Now we got Blood Money in the building. Blood Money, Blood Money, Blood Money, what's up? Blood Money, you want to unmute your mic? Blood Money, unmute your mic. Blood Money. You got 3 seconds, Blood Money. I'm going to get you out of here. You're just waving that musty hand in the air for no reason. All right. He has a musty emoji. It's a scratch and sniff. All right. Let me get some more people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's get on to better things. On to better things in the building. What's going on to better things? Unmute your microphone.
Yo,
I
can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me? What's going on, Tariq? I was born and raised here. I'm a Richmond. Got nothing but love for
Yes.
black people. First and foremost, just want to say
Yes.
that. Second off, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about um, the incoming fifth generation technological revolution, or basically like the incoming smart cities? Like, and how should black people get ready for that?
Good question. We need to get up on that, man. We need to really get involved with a lot of the technological advances that's going on right now. Get involved with AI and get involved with cryptocurrency. Very much up on that. We got brothers like 19 Keys. who's real big on that. Brothers like the Maverick Approach. I've had him on here before, and I've been on his podcast before. So we really need to get on that wave. So I'm all for that. Let me get William Long in here. William Long. What's up, Mr. William? Hop on in. Mr. William? William Long. All right, William in his profile picture looking like he about to chop down some wood for a fire. Like a big ass lumberjack in his profile picture. So he might be out chopping wood right now. So Mr. William, I get you back later. Let me see who else we got in here. Let's get let me see. Y'all raise your hand. Y'all raise your hand if you're ready. Let's do it like that. If you guys are ready, let's raise your hand. I see Yoshi G down there. What's up, Yoshi? Haven't seen you in a couple of days. I'm used to scrolling down and seeing Yoshi's cleavage. We're so used to seeing it. When we don't see it, it looks strange when we don't see it. Let's get Joseph in the building. Joseph in the building. And then we got KKK in here. All right, let's get Joseph, then we'll get the KKK. All right, Joseph. Joseph, you ready? All right, so let's get KKK, and then we'll get introvert.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Joseph, what's up, Joseph?
Hey, how you doing, Tariq? Just real quick, I am Haitian American. Both my parents are Haitian,
Mhm.
but I was born in America. But I ride for the FBAs because I always felt it weird how Haitians would like have some weird superiority complex, especially in the Haitian churches when it'd be like a homeless black person that like needs some God. Like Haitians would be like, oh, don't really like let him in. But this is basically I'm down here in Miami.
Yeah.
And I live in a mostly Cuban area, and everybody around me is Cuban, and I'm one of the only black ones. Me and my wife, and my wife's FBA, right?
Yeah.
And 2 days ago, one of my neighbors knocks on my door at 5 a.m. and she's either Colombian or Cuban, and I have no idea what she's saying, but like she's just knocking and knocking, and my dog's woofing, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? I don't understand what she says, but she just looked like she was in trouble or something like that. And I asked the property manager, who's also Cuban. The property manager is like, oh, we'll get to the bottom of it. But the property manager never got back to me. And that same day, I see for rent signs all over. I see for rent signs all around the corner and stuff. And I think it's because the Cubans, they a lot of times they have like their family like live in the back of the house, like sleep on a couch or something. But it just feels different like when me and my wife like just go into the house. Like now they're not giving us like a weird look. Now it's like I don't know, they're just the energy just feels different down here in Miami around the Cubans and the I'm Haitian, and when I go up to the little Haiti, the Haitians, they're even looking at me like funny, like hey, like almost like they wish they were in my position. So it just the energy just feels different, and that's really all I had to say.
My man, I appreciate you. Yeah, man. People are getting some damn act right out here now. Yeah, people are getting some act right, or they're crashing all the way out, just like that Mexican dude. Now that they see that we ain't really about to jump up with the cape, I'm like, "Shit, man, I hate you, Mayatas." It's on that vibe. Let's get KKK. What's up, KK?
Hey, what's up? I am from like New York, and I barely see any like immigrants anymore. It's like they all like scattered, especially in like Queens,
Really, in New York? You don't see
and
immigrants in New York?
like they scattered. Like in Queens on like Roosevelt, like there's a street that has like a lot of like prostitutes from like Venezuela and Colombia. They are all now gone on like Madison and Manhattan. All the like Nigerians, they are basically now gone. The subways, like you don't really see them anymore. They're basically like hiding now.
Hmm, that's interesting. That's especially for a city like New York. That's very interesting. Let me get introvert in here. Introvert,
Peace, brother Tariq. How you doing?
I'm good, beloved. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm just really basically calling in to give you your flowers. I love you. I love the work you've done. I have my sons loving you. I have three sons. I have a 21-year-old. And like that weird white supremacist earlier talking about he was born in 2010. I have a kid that was born in 2010. He
Mm,
loves you. I have my youngest son, he was born in 2011. But my middle son, I was born in 2010. He loves you. I bought your book, American Race Baiter. He took over my book. He's marked it and everything. He's waiting for Black History Month for school because he's going to represent you in school.
oh, I love
Hopefully, he'll take pictures of stuff because I want to. He loves you.
it, man. Love that.
He
Shout out to
loves you.
Shout out to them, man. Much respect to you and the boys, sister. I really appreciate that, beloved. Let's get Nathaniel in here. Nathaniel?
What's up, Tariq?
Hey, Nathaniel, how are you, brother?
I'm well. What's up, FBA family? So I wanted to ask you a question about FBA politics and governance. So are
Mm-hmm.
you familiar with the town Dalton, Illinois?
Dalton, no. Well, you know what? Yeah, I am, because they just had a fight up there. Oh, my God. It was insane.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you, how come every time like a town becomes majority FBA, like Dalton, for example, is 90% FBA, why do things always get like ghetto? Like, what's the issue with that?
I guess they're trying to emulate that village you fled from. So they're trying to be like you guys.
No, because even in Somalia or wherever you think I'm from, they don't snatch witches or wigs at town
No,
halls. That's just ghetto. Come on.
no, they snatch female circumcision. They snatch parts of women's vaginas. So they do a lot of snatching
No, but
and
there's this trend in just inner cities where there's an FBA mayor and just things get
they're
ghetto.
trying,
Like look at
they're
Brandon
like
Johnson, for example.
they're trying to be like your village, sir. They're trying to be like that village you fled from. That's what it is. And we try to
But do you have a genuine explanation for this, or is it just trolling?
well, you're trolling, sir. How are you going to talk
No,
about
I'm
you?
genuinely serious. I mean, I was curious on why they haven't done anything about that woman, the mayor there. They haven't recalled her. They haven't forced her to resign.
How are you going to talk about somebody trolling, sir? And you are Somali pretending to be a white guy on the internet. Come on now. Your whole profile is trollish. All right.
No,
The
I'm
whole
not trolling at all. I mean, this is a headline. This is a serious headline. You have FBA kids who are looking at incidents
right.
like this. That's
Long
not.
as long as they're not doing female circumcisions like in your village, we're going to be good to go. We're good. They
Okay.
just have, yeah.
Okay.
Long
Well,
as
thank you for the answer there. I mean,
that
that's all I wanted to know. Why FBA?
as long as they're not eating Red Cross rice, they're going to be fine. That's the answer. As long as they're not doing what they're doing in your village. But out there in Illinois, they had this mayor, this sister, I forgot her name, and it was a brother who was an activist. He got up and they had some grievances about the woman. I forgot what the brother's name, but the woman, the mayor, her boyfriend was there. Now this is interesting, yeah, because I got to look at it at both sides. This guy, he was on the podium talking to the mayor, and he was kind of denigrating her. Yeah, whatever her politics were, that's whatever. But he was real disrespectful to her. He was like, "Yeah, you done f your way to the top. Yeah, you done did this. Yeah, you done slept your way to the top, and you done did this, and you done messed up the money, and you done did this, and yeah, you about to get out of here, bitch." And calling her all types of names. So her dude was there. Her dude started swinging on folks, and then she jumped in it. Then her wig came off. It was all over the place. So that's an interesting thing. What would you do? Because I'm putting myself in the mix. If your lady is a political figure, whatever, and then somebody hops up just denigrating your lady for whatever reason, as a man, do you check the people, or do you say, "Well, that's politics"? Ah, I'm kind of on the fence with that one. I'm a little on the fence with it because again, the dude, the brother who was the activist, yeah, he was really, calling the woman out her name and all of that stuff. So her dude, I kind of get where her dude is coming from. You just gonna sit here just shitting on my lady like this, nigga? Damn. Yeah. But on the flip side, it is politics. You got to have thick skin. So there, I'm kind of torn. I'm in the middle there. I get it. If you're in the public eye, you're going to be subject to public scrutiny. All right, so that kind of comes with the territory. I understand that. You can't be stomping down on everybody. You can't do that. But it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. Uh, All right, let's see who else we got here. A lot of folks in the building. Um, a lot of folks in the building. All right. Y'all raise your hands if you are ready. Raise your hands if you are ready, ladies and gentlemen. So we can get you up in here. Let's get New Negro. New Negro in the building. Hop in, New Negro.
Hey, peace, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah. I just want to just give you your flowers on all the hidden colors, man. I was trying to just ask, you have any new movies or material coming out?
Yeah, we're about to start working on the next Hidden Colors film. I need to start getting on that ASAP because I got so many other projects. But yeah, the new Hidden Colors film, we need to get on that. That's going to be the next project because it's overdue and people are ready for it. So that's going to be the new project. So we're just trying to get the treatment together so that we can start executing and it's going to be popping. All right. Let's get the philosopher, the philosopher. All right. The philosopher, hop on. All right. The philosopher, hop on in. And while we're waiting on the philosopher, it's 666 in the building.
Yo, peace, guy. How you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, philosopher. How are you?
All is well. Peace to the whole FBA family.
Yes, sir. And what city you in, brother?
Chicago.
Chicago. What's on your mind?
Um, a lot of people undermine the whole 14th Amendment, like how it was ushered in during like the Reconstruction period after the Civil War, which was one of the, the most deadliest wars fought on this soil at that, it was a lot of us our FBA ancestors who fought in those, who took up arms and fought in those wars for freedom and to have these rights and stuff given to
Right.
them. So it wasn't just given to us; it was blood sacrifice and all that was relinquished and all that during that. And you know, a lot of people need to understand that and like do their research before they try to say, oh, it was just given to y'all and y'all was whining for things or like it wasn't well deserved. That's a lot of like rebuttals and feedback I've been getting, you know. And then it was also how they try to crowbar LGBT, try to crowbar it in with marriage and all that, because black people to even marry other, like white people to marry black people, whatever, interracial, that was illegal. And the 14th Amendment also, if I recall, was a was like a kettle for that too. That was used in the Supreme Court. And some with the 14th Amendment was used that with interracial marriage and all that. I think it was Lovey versus Virginia or something like.
Yeah, Virginia versus Loving versus the state of Virginia. Yeah, I think they kind of I think they use part of the 14th Amendment in that. And what's interesting about that, the Loving versus the state of Virginia, the woman, um, um, the lady in the case who was classified as black, she was actually a Native American. She was part of that Walter Plecker thing where they reclassified Native Americans as black. She was actually a black Aboriginal woman. So that's a real deep case. There's a lot of deep little nooks and crannies in that case. 666, hop on in, brother.
What's up, Tariq? Can you hear me?
I'm good. Yes, I hear you good. Six. What's on your mind?
Man, Not too much. I just wanted to touch on like that mayor in Dalton real quick to kind of give you a backstory. The reason why people are kind of going at her.
Yeah,
Her name is Go. I'm sorry.
yeah. What happened with that?
All right. So her name is Tiffany Henyard, and so basically, before she became mayor, the city actually had a surplus in money. I think upwards of a couple $1 million, and then now towards to the point that we're at right now with the city's in deficit of $7 million, and that's all due to her spending and taking trips and everything and buying that expensive wig that got snatched off. Uh, but she she also has done a lot of corrupt things like with the money and everything, and also like locking some of the township people out of their offices and stuff like that. Of course, not being able to fire them, she just locks them out, like doing little crazy stuff like that. And
Oh,
kind of to answer your question about too about your lady being a public figure, I think you have to take in consideration that just like you take a lot of hits from like tethers and these SWSs and everything,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure like with some of the women that come on here talking crazy to you, I'm pretty sure Peanut want to snatch their ass up, but what I'm saying, I bet she understands like that's part of the territory, so that's
Right.
something that you got to kind of let you know treat like water on a duck's back. You got to let that roll.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That makes sense. And now that you put context to it, if she's out there screwing over, jacking people's money around, I can get why they're upset about it. If you don't put the city in a damn deficit. So yeah, I get that. So yeah, that's interesting.
You've heard the buzz, you've seen the media stories. Now experience the truth for yourself. Microphone Check, the critically acclaimed documentary uncovering the true origins of hip-hop. Available now on Blu-ray and streaming on Amazon Prime. Visit microphonecheck.com to learn more and get your copy today. Microphone Check, the story hip-hop was waiting for.